What you really need to be doing right now, what I would encourage all of you to do, is wake up and self-define. Become very aware of who you are and what you want to do in this industry, and start to define yourself. And this process is going to take years. This isn't something you're going to figure out next week, but just start to be aware that this is something you should be doing with the industry changing the way it is. Make a list. About a year ago, I was figuring out a move. I was in London, and I came back to New York to go back to BBH. And my sister said, "What are you good at?" I'm like, "What do you mean what I'm good at? I'm a planner." And she's like, "No." She's like, "What are you good at?" And she rattled off right away the 3 things that she's really good at in her company. And so when the leadership in her company are looking for somebody that can do that certain kind of thing, they know that my sister is someone to call on. And then it's also really easy for them to say, "Okay, you're really good at this, and because we know you're really good at this, we think you could probably pick up this skill set and learn how to be really good at that." And you know what, it was a really good lesson. It's like, I need to know what I'm really good at, because if I don't know what I'm really good at, my bosses aren't going to know what I'm really good at, the companies aren't going to know what I'm really good at. So start making lists. Start making lists of things you're good at, things you're passionate about, things that you want to explore, things that you want to do, because the sooner you can figure that out, the sooner your companies are going to be able to figure that out for you as well. Find a mentor and a sounding board or whatever. The industry is not going to hand you mentors. They always see these schemes. They're always like, "We're going to do the mentorship scene, and this is your mentor and this is your mentee." It rarely works, just because people get busy, and if personalities don't click, it just doesn't always happen. You got to go out and find somebody that's going to be an advocate for you, somebody that's going to listen to you. And you don't have to go propose to them or anything. You just go up to them and ask them for advice 2 or 3 times. And after you start doing that, people start to get a sense of who you are, and they'll start helping you as soon as they realize that you're interested and want to get moving forward. I know it's basic, and I know it's super simple, but I have yet to have any of the kids really do that really well at my agency. And if I had one kid at my agency come up to me and say, "Can you help me with this? Can you do this?" I would help that kid out so much, just by knowing that they're aware and they're active and they know what they should be doing right now. And also sounding boards. Like I say, I have 2 mentors. I probably have like 5 sounding boards. And these are people who'd be like, "Hey, I got to write an email to a client. Can you just read this over to make sure I'm not pissing them off?" Like, there's those people, which is great. And then you have your mentors that kind of help you with the long-term type of scale. Keep your eyes, ears, and brain open. I started as a copywriter because I don't know, copywriting's cool. I'm sure a lot of you think it's cool. And then I didn't know that there was planners when I went to school. I didn't go to one of these schools. I just did my 4 years. And all of a sudden I'm starting to look around, and there's these people that are talking to me about all this stuff that's really interesting. And I suddenly started thinking, well, maybe I could do that. And had I just really gotten siloed in being a copywriter, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So that's kind of a basic one. Like that one's kind of like boring and basic. But there's other things that if you keep your eyes and ears open, and you just kind of put yourself out there a little bit, you're going to go really far. And then listen and think. We always joke at the agency, the person that talks the most in the meeting is the dumbest person in the room. So just make sure you're listening and you're really thinking about what's going on around you and what you're doing in that room. Keep your eyes open. There's a lot of smart people around you.